Ba bee boo boo, ba bee boo boo.
Hey, what's up everyone? Thanks a lot for stopping by, and I just want to make this video helping you guys with Xbox One S repairs. I do change the hard drive and the power supply in this video. It does take me a couple of weeks to get the supplies in and make the video, but just to let you know ahead of time, it didn't work for me. It's just a little bit something I'm disappointed with Microsoft. I know back in the day, you know, the Xbox 360 was a red ring of death, and now with the Xbox One S failing like how it has as far as like powering on and stuff like that. So it's just I'm a little bit disappointed by that. So just want to make you guys aware of that with Microsoft and some of the products that they're putting out. It's just kind of disappointing me, but that's not going to be the whole video. I'm not going to be negative in the whole video, but I'm just going to put that out there for you guys. It didn't work for me, and I'm really disappointed by that, but I hope somebody out there benefits from this video that I make. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, leave me a comment down below if your Xbox One has fried and what you did to repair it. All right, guys. Let's get on with the show. Alrighty guys, so if you guys are having the same problem that I have with the Xbox One not turning on, it makes the noise and then it just go ahead and shut off. I'm going to be showing you guys how to install another power supply, the internal power supply. So there are videos on here on YouTube that will actually show you how to check the motherboard. I am not I can't actually do that. I can't get the motherboard off for you guys. Sometimes with these Xbox One S's, and I wish I would have waited like 4 or 6 months, because the Xbox One X actually came out when this one was being released. So I'm just going to show you some quick tools. Here's a little screwdriver that I have that I'm going to try to pop it open. I have a really thin needle nose, or these type of scissors that are really thin, and then I have a flathead screwdriver, and I'll probably grab a little butter knife. There are other tools you can use for this. I got a little butter knife that I picked up here at the house. Like I said, I have a screwdriver, I have a flathead here. I've already opened this guy up. I've already been messing around, so I kind of know what I'm doing, and I kind of know how I can help you guys with this. Like I said, I'm not a professional. If it's the motherboard, you guys will probably just have to get a replacement part and then sell this. But I'm going to show you the part that I'm actually going to be installing. And it's this little guy right here. This one actually looks a little worn down. I said it was used and in good condition. I should have probably double checked that. But it says internal power supply, power 03. It has the little connector for the Xbox One S. And then here's the little cables for the, when it connects to the power. This one doesn't feel, hopefully this works out. The listing on eBay actually had it as a pretty good, decent shape, but it feels like it's wobbling quite a bit. So this is actually a lot like the one that I already had in there. Yeah, it just looks a little bit worn. It looks like it just is not in the best condition. So I don't think this is going to work, but we'll give it a shot. All right, guys, I'm going to show you how we can actually pop this guy open. Now, you do need other types of tools and stuff like that. It would be better for you guys to buy the actual tools themselves, but I don't have the tools, so I'm using what I have here at the house. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get that open right now for you guys. So what I'm going to actually try to do first is try to get in here. You already see a little bit of nicks and stuff that I put into the Xbox. You got to be really careful when you're doing this. Now when you're wedging it open, they can break. These are like plastic pieces that are not the best of quality. But what I'm going to try to do is get in here. This is at the front of the Xbox, so I'm going to try to get in here. Actually, I'll probably do it in the back. Yeah. Here in the back of the Xbox. I'll try to focus that a little bit later for you guys. I already have a lot of scuff marks here as I opened up the Xbox once before. Now, you got to be careful not to not to scratch off your serial number and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to try to pop this open for you guys. So I'm going to put the flathead right in here. It's a little bit difficult to do while I'm on camera, but we're going to get this done. Right there I hear a little bit of creaking and stuff from the plastic. But right here is supposed to be the part that pops off. But you can see inside of there. So right in there you can kind of see there's like a little tab in there, As soon as you get this one popped up, you can actually move along the edges around here a little bit easier and get that popped off nice and easy. So we're going to go ahead and zoom back out and then go ahead and continue with this. Right there you can actually see that it's starting to come off of there. So I'm going to stick a butter knife in here. And I was hoping it would just pop right off, but we're going to have to work our way down. Let me see if my scissors might actually get a little bit more. So actually it's starting to flex just a little bit right here. I don't think I actually tightened this part down when I last removed it, so that's actually I think why it's doing that. But once you hear that first click, then that's the gold right there. You can actually move alongside the... So that was good, that was gold, and that's what you want to hear, the little clicks. You just start working your way around. So as you can see there, I started getting a little bit of it off of there. And it's starting to come off now. I really don't care too much for the case, so I don't think I'm gonna sell this. So yeah, I got pretty good, you see it's starting to come off right there. What I'm actually gonna do is come back to this side and try to pop off this other end. So I'm doing it with the flathead screwdriver. I'm going to try with the butter knife. That's golden sound right there. That's not actually of it breaking, but that's actually of it, these little tabs coming off of there. I'll show you guys a little bit when I pop it off completely. Oops. I was trying to be careful where to grab it. There we go. It comes to a certain point where you can actually just pull it off, but see, if you don't have the proper tools, it will get scuffed up and stuff like that. So if you don't mind doing it this way, this is a perfect way of actually starting to get this bottom piece off of there. This is the beginning of how to get it off completely. So I've got it off for the most part right here. I'm trying to get the last bit off of there because it will slide off. It will slide off after you get to a certain point. So there we go. Oops. Start shaking the camera and everything. There it is. It seems pretty nice. Probably got to clean this out. You see how there's a little bit of dust in there. I don't know if you can see that clear on the camera. Let's see. Right there, there's a little bit of dust. So I'm going to set this off to the side so I can show you guys the tabs. So those little tabs right there, as you can see, there's quite a few of them. These are the ones that actually hang on from let's see if you can see that good on camera. There's little lips and stuff that they pop onto. I know you probably couldn't see it that well in there. You just gotta be really careful with this process. If you don't care about scuffing up your Xbox, then it's okay for you guys to do it this way. But if you guys are worried that you might actually break the Xbox and stuff, you should probably find the proper tools or find someone that actually can do it for you. I don't recommend this if you want to keep this intact. And like I said, I'm not a professional, so you guys, I'm just making this so you guys can see how I actually did it, so I can take off, this Xbox apart, so I can put in the power supply. Alright, so once you get to that point, I forgot how this actually goes. Let's see. I know this piece slides out, but I can't remember how it goes, so let me see if I can remember. There we go. So this part was just sitting in here, wedged in there, so you gotta got a couple tabs right here, but this is for the bottom, so these little tabs sit on the actual Xbox. So what I'm gonna do is move some of my stuff so I can lay it down, and then this top part should just pop right off. So there you go. I actually see a lot of, I don't know if that's dust or that's burn marks. That might actually be burn marks right here. Yeah, it might be actual dust. I'm not sure what that is actually. So you can kind of see it on camera there. It looks like a little world lens like that, like a little circular right here. So you'll probably want to clean it out with a little rag or something. Hopefully you guys have a static-free electric rag around. This is the panel for the back. As you can see, I have a little bit of looks like dirt marks. I've had this for a while, so it looks kind of yellowish in certain areas. And this is the actual piece itself. Now there are quite a bit of screws, so you'll have to hang on to the screws in order so you won't lose those actual screws. But I think I've actually already taken them off. I don't see them in here. And quite frankly, I don't remember how it actually goes, so I kind of just slid it in there. Yeah, I actually took the screws out already, so I forgot about that. So this actually pops off. So you guys know that this is the front of it. Here's your disk drive down here, and then here's the other part. So if you don't remember how to put it back together, the fan always, if you're looking at the Xbox, this is where the power button is, where I was showing you guys earlier. The power button's over here, so this is how it's going to go back together. But I'll show you guys a little bit detailed now that I have my actual piece. So now that I have my actual power supply, here's your disk drive. I've already taken all the screws out, and I forgot about that. I'm sorry that I didn't show you guys here in the video. I forgot that I just put it back together, so I waited for my power supply to come. But here's your disk drive. Here's your hard drive. If you guys need to somehow change this one, what it says is Seagate Video 2.5 HDD. This is a 500 gigabyte. So if you guys wanted to upgrade, that would be the way. It has a couple of screws that sit in here, like so, and it sits in place. Here's your disk reader, and here's a power supply that I hope is my problem on mine. Hopefully it is. So I'm going to show you guys. Hopefully I can do this with close-ups and stuff that I can show you. It does have screws that hold it in place, but like I said, I've taken mine out and I forgot all about that. It's been a couple of weeks since I've actually had it, So what you actually do is, like, here's the other one. So I hope that, I don't know, it just doesn't look like it might. I don't think this is going to be the solution for me, because this doesn't look like it's the best quality. It looks like it was taken out from another Xbox and put this old, because this piece is really flimsy like mine is. And I thought, when I disconnected the Xbox from the power cord right here, I was pulling on it, so it kind of like messed this up, and it was making it like jiggle a little bit or move side to side. This piece is going to plug in directly to the motherboard, so this is the way it's going to sit in there. You got to look for the one that has, I had a hard time trying to find this, but it's the internal power supply. So here's your cable, and it's going to plug, and it's going to go around your, it's a little bit difficult. I actually found difficulty trying to put this one back in. of putting it in there. So what I'm actually going to show you is right here. There's a little clip that you actually had to push on this, and it's really tight in there when you first get it out. So it's going to be a little bit difficult. You might have to get one of your tools and push it in there. But I'm going to go ahead and try and get this thing changed over. So on yours, it might not be actually that easy to pull out since it has all the screws and stuff. But I think it might actually work for you this way also. So I'm still connected to the motherboard. My motherboard actually looks pretty good. There's a lot of notorious motherboards out there that this side right here, especially where the power supply is, it burns out. I can't help you with that. I've seen some wonderful videos here on YouTube, but I personally can't do that. So what I'm hoping for is that this is my solution. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. So it's still pretty tight in there, so you gotta pull. There's a little tab that looks like this. You gotta push it so it can get off of that little where it's sitting. That was not as graceful as I was hoping for. I'm gonna see if I can get you guys a closer for this. So that's actually connected into the motherboard itself. Here's the little spring. So when you plug it in, it's actually going to be facing this way. So if you follow the way I bend it, you see, you can bend it in and push it, put it inside that way. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in my other one, and hopefully that is what my problem is on this one. So what I'm not actually going to screw it in until I know for sure if this is going to be my solution. So what I'm actually going to do, it's sitting in here like this, but I'm going to put it upright, and then I'm going to plug it in and then sit it in back where it was. So right there, it's nice and snug. This is a little bit difficult because you do have these little things right here. And what I might actually have to do is not plug it in and sit it in there and then get it all right. Oh, actually it worked right there. So I see that it's sitting flush with the metal part right here. So right there, it's actually sitting nice and easy. So what I'm actually going to do is just put the cover back on and then put it into the wall, and hopefully that's just going to be my solution. Hopefully, and hopefully it'll be your solution also. What I also am going to do is take off a lot of this dust that is in here, and hopefully, like I said, this is going to be my solution. Alright guys, so I found my power cord I had sitting over there. What I'm actually going to do is, I don't know if this is going to affect it at all, but I'm actually going to put it on the black little plastic part. I don't want the metal sitting just alone as I as I plug this back in. So I have my connector here, and then I have this little guy sitting here. And what I'm hoping for is that we have success. So I have the power plug back in. So I just saw that the fan actually spun. And right here there's a little white dot. I'm going to push that, and I'm going to hope for the best. Alright guys, so I actually didn't have success. I am going to continue to make the video. I'll probably show you how to put the screws back in if that's something that you guys want to actually look at and let me know. Yeah, so it didn't work. It does the same thing as you can see here. It doesn't work, it turns back off. So Yeah, it might be the hard drive, so I'll probably have to change that out later. This didn't work out for me, so it's kind of bummer. I've had this problem for a little while now, and I was hoping it was going to be that problem, but let me make sure I have everything else plugged in, because I just want to make sure that I don't have a hard drive out of place or something like that. I'm going to try to reset everything. Sometimes I've noticed some videos that they say it might actually be the hard drive actually gets corrupted, but I don't think that's the case in mine. I think it's just you know, these things that don't work for the time that they're supposed to work for. It goes like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna plug this back in here. So I got that back in there, and then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be this way that it plugs back in. There we go. Kind of just clicked right into place. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed, but you know, it is what it is. These things, like the red ring of death was a bad, notorious thing for Xbox, and now you know, this is happening, so it's not good. This is not a good model, and I've seen a lot of problems with the Xbox One X. So I was hoping that this was going to be my solution, so you know, it wasn't. Yeah, so I'm a little bit disappointed. I wish this would have been a success. I was wishing that I could post this video and say, hey, look, I did it. But it's probably something to do with either the hard drive or the motherboard itself. I didn't think it was actually burned out. It might possibly be burned out, but yeah, that's all the solutions I have. I mean, I'm not really technical, so I can't really do anything else. I could swap out the hard drive, but you know, I don't have another hard drive sitting around. I do, but it's a bigger hard drive and it's for a laptop, so yeah, this one didn't work out. So maybe this is a solution for you guys, that maybe not waste your money. This, like I said, it didn't feel flimsy. This one kind of feels flimsy a little bit. Actually, it doesn't even rock as much as the other one that I bought rocked. So this is kind of stinks, but you can actually see right here, it does have a lot of play right there. So I was thinking maybe when I unplugged it from the wall, you know, the power itself, something got shorted, but you know, that's not. Yeah, that's not what happened here. So yeah, hopefully this helped you guys out. I am disappointed, but hey, you know what, life goes on, and I just know that I might have to get like a warranty or something next time. So this kind of stinks, but you know, it wasn't that much of money for this power supply. It was maybe 13 bucks, so you know, it didn't waste a whole lot of money, and I got a solution that, or at least I eliminated one possibility. Alright guys, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it helps you guys out, maybe saying that this might not be your solution. Maybe try the hard drive, but more than likely it's actually the motherboard itself. The motherboards are not that good. They actually seem to burn out right along here where the power supply is. There is plenty of solutions out there, but like I said, I'm not good at soldering and stuff like that, so I want to be able to do that for you guys. Alright guys, well, I hope to see you guys in the next video. I will see you when I see you. I am going to actually finish up the video by installing the hard drive. Now, I thought it might have been the hard drive because in the beginning of the video, you can actually see one of the close-ups to my Xbox. There's a real big dash or a big little dent in there, and you know, when I was moving recently, I accidentally dropped it, so I was like, maybe, you know, with the impact, it might have been the hard drive itself that got corrupted. But now thinking about it, it's more than likely just a power issue, and it's more than likely the motherboard where I showed you guys. But I'm going to show you really quickly how to actually change out the hard drive. As you can see here, I got my replacement part, and you can see it's sitting there, and got this one right here that was pretty good. It actually came with the operating system, so that's one thing that you want to keep in mind, is that some of these Xbox, like the hard drives, don't have the operating system, so you'll have to install it yourself. Or I got this hard drive, it actually came pre-installed, so I didn't have to worry too much about it. So now you got your Xbox open, we're gonna go ahead and pull out these tabs. Now pull straight up, don't wiggle back and forth, because on the little white connector especially, there's little pins that you can actually bend and break. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a close-up here, but that's the hard drive itself. It has a little mounting board here, a little mount for the disc itself. It connects into the bottom. So you'll see it's really easy. Now I'm showing you guys a close-up of what the actual motherboard looks like. So just pull, out straight out. It won't actually so you won't actually bend your pins and stuff. So right here I'm showing you that there's 4 different it's a different type of screwdriver. It's not an Allen or a regular screwdriver. This is a different type of screw, so you'll have to look into that. It's a star shaped screw, so that's something you're gonna have to look into. But there's only 4 of them, so it's really easy to get this out. And I did call on BB-8 hoping that he would actually help me out with his mechanical arm and stuff like that. You know how they always know a lot about mechanical stuff. I was hoping that BB-8 would help me out, but I just put him in there just to show that I had him. And that's the mounting plate for the hard drive itself. Here's the old one with the connector on there that's connected to the hard drive and also to the motherboard. And it's really simple. There's only 2 connections, so you can't really get lost on that. And I'm showing here, the person that actually sold me this is I think it's an electronic shop, but they did a wonderful job of packing it for me in a static-free bag, as you can see there. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly open this up for you guys, and I'm going to move so I can see a little bit better. And there it is, the old hard drive and the new hard drive, which is pretty cool. It has the same connector, so you really can't get lost on this. The pins are actually where the white connector part is, and here are the 2 hard drives, same size. Really good seller that I bought this from. Just unfortunately, I think it is a power problem with mine. I believe it is having to do with that circuit, and just horrible. I don't like it. So here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and connect this in really quickly. It goes in like that. So it's really simple. You can't really get lost. It just connects in one way. So get it in there nice and flush and make sure it's good. So it's sitting in there nicely as I give you guys a thumbs up. And now this is the mounting plate. So you'll see here that there's an arrow. So you're gonna put that on there. I'll show you guys the arrow here in a second. So that's the way that your connectors are actually going to be. Your connectors are going to be on that side. So that's how you're going to mount it and put it back in the Xbox like that. So it's really simple. You can't really get lost in it. It's just follow along, and it's pretty simple. So I went ahead and going to go ahead and put these screws back in. Now, luckily I do have a screwdriver that fits these. It's a star shaped kind of thing. So there we go. Got those back in. The black connector goes to the black connector, and the multicolor, the yellow and the red and the blue, will actually go into the white connector. So like I said, just go push it straight down. Don't wiggle it back and forth. Be very careful, because those pins, especially on the white connector for the motherboard itself, are actually very flimsy, so you can break those very easily. So just go ahead and push it straight down in. It's real simple, and then it fits right back in place. It's really simple. So the wires go underneath the actual whole hard drive and the disk. So after you put the screws in, as I'm showing you here, it's actually going to sit there nice and easy. It's not going to move around much. But like I said, it didn't actually work for me. I'm going to fast forward a little bit and get to where I actually put my connector in, and that's the power supply. So I put it back in, and yep, I'm going to go ahead and turn it all around so the fan spins up. So I am getting power supplied to the actual unit, but somewhere along the line it's just not working properly for me. And I thought maybe it would give me the hard drive. So I was like, okay, I was optimistic. So this is the second time I've done this in a couple of weeks. It's been like 4 or 5 weeks since I've done all this. So I was like, I'm gonna give you guys a thumbs up. Hopefully this will work. And yeah, it doesn't. So hopefully this helped you guys out a little bit. I am disappointed. I didn't really, I'm just really disappointed. I wanted this to work out. I spent, a lot of money on this, and maybe you're like me that don't have money to actually pay for different Xboxes. It's a real big bummer, and this is something that we had to deal with Microsoft, at least in my opinion. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching the video all the way up until now. Thank you so much for your attention. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up, maybe give it a thumbs down if Microsoft really pissed you off too. So check out the channel. I do inspirational, motivational stuff. I do GoPro videos, and I do how-to videos, and I do just do overall video game stuff. All right, guys, well, I'm Life Forgot, and I'm signing out now. I will see you when I see you. This time it's for real. See you guys in the next episode.